Welcome into the CHGO White Sox postgame show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into Studio A of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Alongside me is the full CHGO White Sox crew. Got Vinny Duber, our CHGO White Sox beat writer, and Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
Our CHGO White Sox community leader. You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. You can follow the show on Twitter at CHGO_White Sox. And, you know, the vibes are, typical for a White Sox show. First two comments, Eloy going back on the IL and DFA Lance.
Wow. This team had a 5-game winning streak at one point today.
Just won a series in New York. I just talked about how, hey, if they go, it's probably likely they go 6-12 in the next 18-game stretch. They have 2 of their 6 wins already. That's a pretty good start, I think.
I understand the sentiment of people are kind of mad, but you win a series in New York, any AL East team, take that as a dub. Hell, I know they look lifeless in that second game, but I'll take this 5-game winning streak that they had as a huge dub. I didn't think they were going to get one, so yeah, it's a great day for the White Sox.
And how about that, too? The Minnesota Twins losing. They keep losing. Every team in this division is under 500 right now.
Yes.
But what it means is that the White Sox are only 3.5 games out of first place.
I think the White Sox, since April 30th, the crazy comeback against the AL East Rays, where Andrew Vaughn hits that walk-off.
The comeback, big-time comeback, yeah. They were losing badly in that game.
They're the only team above 500 in the AL Central. They're 21-15.
That plays.
With the 1-1 today.
They continue to do that, they'll be good. They'll be in the first place by July 4th, and you have to shave your eyebrows off.
Yeah, so is it July 1st, July 4th? Because this is the whole thing.
It is the 4th of July.
It's the 4th of July. And they have to be 3.5 or less, right?
Correct.
I think they need to be
3.5 or fewer games.
I thought it was over 500.
No. 3.5.
I got to go back and watch.
No, it was 3.5 games within first place. You shave your eyebrows, I got to shave my facial hair.
Because we're not doing the pig.
No, because pigs suck. They're delicious to eat, though.
I'd rent a pig.
One of my favorites.
I mean, if we could get management to allow us to have a pig, I'd bring a pig in here.
We don't need a pig in here.
Oh, by the way, I saw that we have
pig?
new and huge sale. Do you see our new sale that we're having for Father's Day?
Look at you. You're a professional, as I tweet the link out still. Let's go to the Father's Day sale. You want to keep going?
It's like you buy one, get the second one half off. So let's just say you have a father or a person that is a dad. Buy him a shirt, and you get yours half off. Or if you want to, give him 2. Get multiple ones. If you want guaranteed delivery, though, got to order before Monday. So before Father's Day. So your father would be really pissed off if you don't order before Monday. Hey, I got you a CHGO shirt, but I ordered it on Tuesday. That some bitch won't be here until like Wednesday. And your father would be like, hey, you're out of the family. So get him one right now.
High stakes.
Yeah. Look at all these shirts you can get. Much more on the CHGO locker.
I had a Billy Mays vibe.
Rest in peace.
I don't know. You even got the beard kind of with the salt and pepper. Billy Mays had some salt and pepper.
Man,
you got a few.
Gone too soon, man. Gone too soon.
I want to put you in a TV studio. Golly. Apparently, I got you as a Billy Mays. What's that called?
Pitchman.
Pitchman. Mm-hmm. I see you have a future as a pitchman. And Luke's old moonlighting.
I see myself
used to moonlight as a weathercaster.
I see myself more as a Vince Offer. ShamWow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The guy with the little headset thing.
Yeah, the weird guy. Yeah.
I mean, Billy Mays was weird.
He was too.
I've trusted Billy Mays more.
I don't know.
You shouldn't have.
Oh, I'm not saying.
Go read that Wikipedia page and get back to me, Sean.
Vince Offer, not a good guy himself.
Pitchman doesn't seem like a great job.
Well, what about Ron Popeil?
Oh man, he said it and forget it.
Who's Ron? Who's Ron?
Who's Ron Popeil?
Of Ronco?
Yeah.
Yes, Pompey?
Popeil. You put the turkey in, the rotisserie chicken, set it, and forget it.
The magic bullet? That's Ron. That's
Ron.
No. What's Ron Popeil's thing?
The magic bullet is near and dear to my heart. That is a couple in their kitchen and
Oh,
apparently
it's
just had
weird.
people sleeping over. Everyone's hungover, and they're like, "Oh, hey, let's just make all of this food." It's just a disgusting amount of food in 30 minutes.
That
where
Australian
none of these people are
dude
going to be eating. Yeah,
Is Australian
Right.
doing his American wife? Yeah.
yeah, that's not Ron Popeil.
It was like Crocodile Dundee, but for Magic Bullet.
Ron Popeil just died.
Popeil.
Popeil.
Yeah.
All
Man,
scheduled.
pitchman, you don't.
Except for Vince Offer, he's still with us.
It's
Unfortunately,
Emerald Pitchman. Why are we doing this?
I mean,
Emerald Lagasse used to be a chef. Now he's just
he's
Making money.
also a pitchman
making
for
money.
his own things, obviously.
all right. Let's talk about the White Sox game because again,
Which
it is-
one?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Which White Sox game? There were two today.
Both. We'll kind of talk about the 3-0 loss to the Yankees and also the 6-5 win versus the Yankees. But let's.
So what you're saying is it's two postgame shows for the price of one.
Look at
to
that.
keep the pitchman theme going.
Why don't you give us a thumbs up? It's free. It's free to give us a thumbs up. It's free to subscribe as well. It's free to hit the notification bell. You don't have to go to chgolocker.com. Just hang out, vibe, chill with us. If you do want to support us, check out chgolocker.com. If you want to become a diehard, check out allchgo.com. You know,
Vinny has articles there at ALLCITY too. It's an all-in-one, all-encompassing company there.
White Sox.
Set it and forget it.
So it is positive. White Sox win the series against the Yankees. Again, they already have 2 of the 6 wins I were hoping they would get in the 18-game stretch they have coming up. But as most people started to, with even Victor Von Doom saying Eloy to IL, you had the tweet from the beat in New York about
The reporters,
the update for
the
Eloy.
reporters who are out there on the East Coast said that the word from the White Sox post game was a lower left leg issue for Eloy Jimenez. He is day to day, so that is kind of almost verging on hockey injury update right there. But there you go. I mean, I think we could have figured out ourselves that it was a leg issue. He was moving very slowly after he hit a ground ball in the 9th inning. Was not going to really make it to first in time to beat out a potential double play, though that was all erased when Gleyber Torres threw the ball 8 feet over Anthony Rizzo. And that so Eloy goes to second, but he was moving very slowly, grimacing the whole way, and the trainer comes out, visits, and he left for a pinch runner, even though it was basically the end of the game with just one more out to get in the 9th inning.
Yeah, and the pinch runner, Andrew Vaughn, speed.
TW. He's got the will to win. Hey, you know, the thing about Andrew Vaughn and Jake Berger, you know, they might not look like the best athletes out there, but they're always giving their best. And, you know, Jake Berger, he just has a gear a little bit higher than my guy, Andrew Vaughn. But he's got TW. You know, he's going to give his best effort running to the bag. Might not be the fastest. He's going to try, you know. And that's why Tony La Russa liked him in the outfield. Because he might not run the most quickest route out there, but he's trying.
Yeah, he's giving you 100% of what he has, and what he has is not a lot,
TW.
especially when they're running. So, yeah, but speaking of our guy Jake Berger, started off the festivities earlier today with a Jake Berger special.
Yeah, Steve, why don't you flash that graphic with all the 4 home runs? That's probably the fun game to talk about.
Well,
the 6-5 winner.
For all the talk, if you know, very unfortunate. The headline coming out of the second game is going to be Eloy and how he's doing, because he hit the game-winning home run in the first game, 7th inning. It was the 4th home run of the game for the White Sox, and it flipped the game. They were down 5-4. He made it 6-5, and that was the final score thanks to some terrific work by the bullpen. But Eloy Jimenez homered today, 1 of 4 in that first game, and really all of them were very well-struck balls.
Yeah, we kind of talked about this after Sunday, was Jake Berger. I know the home-road splits are vastly different, but it's baseball. He's got to hit a white ball at the end of the day, and here it is, a barrel away. They said it couldn't be done. They said you couldn't, like Ronco and all of Ron Popeil's inventions.
Popeil.
Who cares?
I do. His family does.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you the greatest kitchen appliance ever made. All of your onions chopped to perfections without shedding a single tear. The Chop-O-Matic. Here's Jake Berger with an away barrel.
It's great to see. That guy just runs into balls. He in the 100th percentile in barrels this year in the major leagues. So
He's only behind Aaron Judge.
he's decent.
And now he's going to catch up.
Pretty big storyline to this entire series as well.
So there's a home game tomorrow, Friday night. It's country music night at a guaranteed rate. I would love to see Jake Berger in the lineup at home versus these Miami Marlins, because once he's in the lineup, and the second game he struggled. I think he went 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts. but the man runs into a ball every once in a while, and those balls go far. So that's what the White Sox need. We did score 6 runs in the first game, so that was a much needed and much different thing that the offense is doing right now. But when Jake Burger's in the lineup, you have a chance every time he comes up for that ball to leave the earth. And then the next time he came up after the home run, rocket double down the line, and he used his speed, which Steven would be happy about, out of the box, just hustling, got to second base pretty easily.
Well, you said leaving Earth, as Vinny tried to contest, it would go into the Harlem River?
We were just referencing. I was trying to figure out what the nearest body of water was going to be. And
It would be the Harlem River.
the Harlem
You're right.
River. Whether that actually would be in home run, in fair territory or not, I don't know. But yeah.
I didn't even know that was such a thing, a Harlem River.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think U2 has a song about it.
Okay.
I don't know. Can we go back to the home run graphic, though? Jake Burger, Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert Jr., and Yoel Moncada hitting home runs today. The Moncada one looked like a jam shot. I really feel like that's a kind of a Yankee Stadium special, but still, it goes 385 feet. That's probably a homer at the G rate as well. I haven't looked at StatCast to see if it was or not. So, hey, it wasn't spread out, and a homer would have helped in the second game, but oh well. I mean, you look at the end of the game, too. Kendall Graveman's protecting a 1-run lead, and it was tight the entire time. That wasn't a clean, although it was a clean inning at the end of the day with no earned run, way to end that game because Kendall Graveman felt a little rocky. A lot of 2-0 counts that he got into, but nonetheless, they got the deal done, even though you were saying Tim didn't even step on second base.
It was questionable. I didn't think he got there, but, the ump said he did after a review, so hell, I'll take it. But I thought Kendall Graveman with the walk before and then the soft hit to Romy, who couldn't really corral the ball because he was going the other way. I think he might have been trying to cover second base because Volpe was stealing at the same time. So it was well executed hit and run there. And so, it was probably going to be a hard play for Romy to make anyways. But then Kendall Graveman buckled down and got the job done. Getting Anthony Rizzo to roll over. I thought that was going to be trouble. So, Anthony Rizzo's going to ring a double. Game's going to be over. Yankees are going to win on a walk-off. But getting him to induce a ground ball and, Tim, I don't know if he kicked the bag. I didn't see it, but, the replay to me looked like he was off the bag at the time, but they looked at it again and saw that he touched the bag and got the throw over to first base and got Anthony Rizzo out pretty easily. I was like, is this going to be a White Sox thing again where we got a victory and we're snatching the victory out of the jaws of defeat?
All the way around.
Yeah, the defeat out of the jaws of victory.
I don't know what
the other way sounds better.
It does. Well, that's usually what happens.
I don't know what sort of high-speed camera technology Major League Baseball has when they review these things, but they were using the slowest of slow-mo freeze frame on the broadcast, and it was like a blur. You couldn't see anything. I don't know if anybody could look at that and say Tim Anderson did one thing or the other just because he was moving so fast and they slowed it down to the slowest possible way. If they had a little bit more high shutter speed maybe available at Major League Baseball, maybe they'd be able to tell it specifically, but they turned the double play.
Now that we're on Ronco here, I got my little inventing brain spinning here, so maybe we should put a sensor in the bag and you kind of kick it. And maybe we can have StatCast measure the force at second base. Maybe strongest second base kicks, maybe weakest second base kicks. Maybe Tim, it would barely register there. And maybe too, we can have the entire stadium lights flash red for an out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We go really over the top here. Make this an entertainment product here.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, that would be my idea for football, but put like a chip inside the football to know when it had crossed the first down marker or the end zone.
It's the tip of the ball, right?
Yeah.
I always feel like it should be the middle of the ball.
No.
Why?
I don't know. I always feel like it's crazy that it's just like it could be right there.
It's a little tip.
Think if the ball was round.
But
it's not, but think if it is. That maybe helps you.
We have the technology. Yeah. We should be using more things like that. On the fair poles, we should have cameras pointing right up or down to see if that ball's fair or foul real quick.
A light beam.
Yeah.
Shooting straight up into the sky. I mean, they have spotlights that, to broadcast hey, come by a car. A baseball game's going on. Just shoot it straight up in the sky. I mean, maybe that would be distracting to planes. I don't fly planes.
It might be.
Maybe.
You never know.
Anyways, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Gordon Beckham did the broadcast, so it's fitting that we're at 15. I thought we were also at 16, so I feel like we lost a like. I don't know. But anyways, hit that thumbs up button. We would appreciate it. Before we get into a little bit more of the, I don't know, nitty gritty, I think is the word I'm looking for, of this game and
Fred,
these
it's
two
the fair
games.
pull. If it hits the fair pull, it's fair. So it's a fair pull,
But they call it a foul pull.
which is dumb.
I don't know.
The White Sox wear black socks. How about that?
That was that Paul Konerko commercial?
Yeah.
Little quiz. You know, I love little quizzes here.
Yep.
Luis Roberts stole a base in the first inning of Game 1 and then hit a homer later on in the game. Home run and stolen base in Game 1. He is the third White Sox player with a homer and stolen base in a game this season. Who are the other two?
Homer and a stolen base in the same game.
Yes. 3 White Sox have done it. Luis Robert Jr. is one of them today.
I would say Jake Berger.
No.
He hits a lot of home runs. I was just going to go with
I
that
will
one.
say Yoan Moncada,
No.
Romy Gonzalez,
Yes.
There we go.
Romy Gonzalez, the fastest player currently on the team.
and the other one's got to be
I know who it isn't. It's not. Is it Andrew Vaughn?
No, hell no. Steven, can you scroll up? There's someone who just mentioned Romy's speed, so I just wanted to give him a oh, yeah. Romy has good speed, stealing 2 bases. Babies, though. Babes?
Yeah, Babes.
Yeah.
a typo.
I think he meant bases.
I think so. I'll just go super off the wall here and say Yasmani Grandal.
He played today.
Gavin Sheets.
No. I feel like Andrew Vaughn and Yasmani Grandal are pretty defeatist answer, guys.
Do
you really think the
don't-
2 slowest players have stolen bases?
I mean,
Do those guys have stolen
I'm
bases?
sure
this year?
Andrew
Look
has
it
a
up.
stolen base. I thought he did. But who's the second guy? We're going to guess the whole damn roster.
He played today. Andrew Vaughn does not have a stolen base
Oh,
this year.
Clint Frazier.
No, he
He
doesn't have a
played today.
homer.
Elvis Andrews?
Elvis Andrews.
Okay, there you
go.
go.
I mean, you got it.
Yeah.
Great job. Congrats.
Finally.
I don't know. Finally.
Do we want to explain our poll question?
Oh, yeah. Have people been asking?
No, but I mean they should know what they're voting on.
You feel if you don't want mic time, let me know. But I mean, you told me it was kind of a weird. It was the weirdest poll question you ever wrote.
It was. Normally they're serious.
This is serious.
Oh wow,
This is serious.
Jeez.
I guarantee if we don't do it, there are going to be people in my inbox. I'm like, well, you guys said you got to do a Soxtopus after 5 wins in a row.
In your inbox?
No one has.
Yeah.
No
You
one
get
has.
emails about what happens on this show?
Can we read Herb's emails?
Dearest Herb, what the hell? Why no Soxtopus?
Yes has 1 stolen base in his White Sox career, but no stolen bases this year. So
Okay.
Yasmani Grandal and Andrew Vaughn's are bad guesses, objectively or subjectively?
Objectively.
Objectively. Thank you very much. All right, let's let you know about DraftKings Sportsbook. It is baseball season, folks. Hit it out of the park this baseball season with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers can place a $5 bet and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, all customers can take a shot at bigger payouts with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up with code CHGO. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code CHGO on DraftKings Sportsbook. I hit 2 bets tonight that I was pretty excited about. Gleyber Torres and Billy McKinney to homer. So, hey, you can bet on the other team, and sometimes it does pay off. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Massachusetts, call 1-800. In Massachusetts, call 1-800-327-505 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Kansas, call 1-800-522-4700. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Opt-in and 10 plus legs requirements for 100% boost. Eligibility, wagering, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms.
Boom.
Boom. You guys like your Shady Rays?
Love it.
Yes.
Mine are in my car right now.
Well, why would we? You're not Corey Hart. You're not going to be wearing your sunglasses at night.
Sometimes I do.
Boom.
Brewer's great.
I have his autograph. I feel like we've talked about this on the show
We have.
before.
Yeah.
Never surrender.
Is that a Corey Hart song?
It is.
There's more than one?
It's 2.
Should I listen to the other one?
Oh, Never Surrender is excellent.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Not right now, but, do the real.
I mean, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, for sure.
I could just sing it if you want me to.
You can.
While
I'm
you
not
do it.
going to say no. Start singing.
All right.
20 million streams.
Yeah. Never surrender. That's pretty much what it is.
Herb Lawrence taking the stage.
I'm not going to sing it. I just sang it. Never surrender. That's what he says. That's the title.
Take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for warm weather ahead with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair we've worn. They have durable frames and extremely clear optics for outdoor adventures. And that's not all. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection program in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us that they will send you a brand new pair. No questions asked. You can wear Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after your purchase. And if you don't love your Shady Rays, you can exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. Exclusive for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code CHGO for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized shades. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. 18 likes. I feel like I really rely on
Brent
Lillibridge.
Yeah.
Gio Soto. Am I on a limb?
I mean, he was on that on the Cubs. I don't know if he was that on the Sox.
I feel like
you
he repeated.
You have to look it up.
I feel like he repeated. Gio Soto, 2017. Anyone else?
I mean, I've already said the Terry Bevington one. I believe when he was a base coach, he was 18 and manager. Also.
Yeah, I try to look at that. All of the Terry Bevington photos of him as a White Sox manager have him have the jacket on.
Oh, him looking dumb.
Yeah,
he wasn't great.
So, I mean, there's no really.
Robin's saying fair. Both saying fair. So fair.
I didn't know there was another Brian Giles. There was a Brian Giles that played with the White Sox in 1986. Not
the Brian Giles, the
other
brother
Brian
of
Giles.
Marcus Giles.
No.
And Jay Giles.
Also, Tyler Saladino and Orlando Cabrera.
There you go.
Cliff Polite, if we're always mentioning
I was
2005.
going to guess Cliff Polite. Rats.
Trust your gut, man.
Yeah, I should have.
Connor's your buddy. I mean, the knowledge is rubbed off. I mean,
knew it.
Don't
I
worry.
had it.
Where's he been? Miss you, Connor.
Husky Bardo mentioning Rick Hahn speaking tomorrow. Do you think he will? I feel like it's a Monday thing.
It's
Hard
a
to
short
say.
one, too. It's a short homestand. It's just 3 games where they just go back onto the road. So probably not. I wouldn't expect them to.
If you had to guess, no?
No, I wouldn't think so. What's there to speak about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree. I would say no. I would guess no. I mean, we'll see tomorrow. Let's talk about this really quick. How important was Aaron Judge not being there? I've seen a lot of stats just showing how the offense is kind of anemic without him this year for the Yankees. I think they average around 6 runs or more when Aaron Judge is in the lineup, and it's like 3.5 when he's not. They obviously scored 5 in the first game. That wasn't good enough, but they only scored 3 and win the game today. But how much did Aaron Judge not being in that lineup affect the White Sox winning? I mean, obviously no one's going to complain. The White Sox win 2 or 3 against the Yankees. He'll take any break he can get. But I mean, how did you guys feel that played out? I
mean, they won each of the 2 games they won by 1 run each. So, all it takes is just, 1 hit by Aaron Judge. It's not even a type of situation where it's like, oh, well, if he would have been in there and hit 2 home runs and, kind of thing, he just needed to deliver a base hit at some point, and it might have been the difference. I will point to the Tuesday game. Lucas Giolito was fantastic. And so it's very, there was only, 3 hits in that game for the Yankees or something like that. So, yeah. I mean, the idea that that Judge being in there would have completely changed everything. You also have to remember how good Lucas Giolito was and that he might have been able to handle just about anything that baseball threw at him that night. But when you win 2 games by 1 run, that's the slimmest of margins. And a guy as good as Aaron Judge can obviously affect a margin that small.
I'm sure a starting pitcher will tell you that not having to go through the mental strain of facing a person like Aaron Judge also helps you out because of, man, I don't know how to get this guy out. Do I get him out high because he's tall as hell? Do I get him out low? He could still reach that one. If that short-ass porch, I'd throw it outside. He could just fucking hit it off the end of his bat and get it out there. So, yeah, it was a relief to not have him in the lineup for the Yankees. Yeah, they still also have Rizzo and Giancarlo Stanton, former Mike Stanton, in the lineup. So those are tough bats. And there he is, Mike back there. But
are you Mike Stanton? Okay.
But it's a tough at bat when you got to go against the best player or hitter in baseball. You just said that Jake Berger's right behind that guy. Imagine if Jake Berger wasn't in the lineup every day. the pitchers are like, maybe this is great. You have to face the White Sox without Jake Berger. Let's eat. But having him in the lineup would have been a taxing at bat, and then you have that much better of a lineup than having, even though he hit well, the right fielder who replaced him. I forgot his name now. My brother Willie Calhoun.
Oh.
He homered today.
Yeah, my brother Willie Calhoun. He did a good job in his stead. But I'm
game-time
sure
homer against
Lucas and Mike Clevenger and Lance Lynn was like, yeah, I'll take Willie Calhoun instead of Aaron Judge.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty easy fair trade.
Yes. Be hurt longer, because don't the Yankees, in July? Be hurt for that series too. I'm sure the White Sox are feeling that too.
I don't know. I don't want that player out that long.
I do.
I don't want him to miss the All-Star game.
Come back.
Where's Herbie Sunshine, man?
Come back and then miss that series. Hey, I'm about White Sox dubs, and they got them. They got 2 out of 3 in New York. I'm happy. It's a good week for the White Sox.
Minimum 250 pitches seen. Jake Berger's third in barrel percentage, just behind Aaron Judge at second at 3.9%. The only person above him, Mike Stanton, or Giancarlo Stanton, 4.2%.
That's a much better name.
What?
Giancarlo just...
Well, isn't it his real name?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Mike is a good name, but everybody's named Mike. Giancarlo has some joie de vivre. It's it's got some meat to it. Giancarlo.
Michael's his middle name, I think. Okay.
And there was already a Mike Stanton, too, in baseball, so...
Pitcher.
Yeah.
That was Mike Hampton.
No, there's a Mike Stanton.
He was also a pitcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for both of them. It's a great achievement to be a major league pitcher. All right, let's go to a storyline that's interesting, just because we are covering a player that is recovering from cancer, or returning from his battle with cancer. So with all the haze that postponed Wednesday's game and caused an off-day show yesterday, we did see that Liam Hendriks, while he wasn't unavailable, it seemed like his status might have been questionable, or they might have been being cautious with Liam Hendriks. We saw Reynaldo Lopez and Kendall Graveman close out the game for the White Sox in Game 1, and Hendriks said today, right before Game 2, right? That's a weird time to speak. That didn't have a lot of time to turn that around. He said
there was a pregame ceremony in which the Yankees and Liam both made a donation, and I believe that Liam came out to talk to the reporters about that, and they asked him about his status for the second game.
Cool. But Liam said, I have to look out for my health with the low immune system and everything that went on yesterday and lingered around last night and this morning. I want to be abundantly safe to make sure it doesn't affect me for the coming weeks. And we also saw Yoan Moncada have, I don't want to say that was a mask, more baklava.
Yeah, the gator.
Gator.
Yeah.
That's what it is. A gator on today. And Jeremy mentions Moncada looks hurt to me as well. We did see him limping up a couple times as well.
Hey, he's one of the only guys that played 2 full games for this White Sox team tonight. But yeah, I mean, on the Hendriks angle there, and Moncada, obviously, this is breathing in smoke. This is smoke. This is you've all sat next to a campfire, and you've probably coughed a few times from getting stuff in your lungs that wasn't supposed to be in there from sitting next to a campfire. Wide swaths of this continent are covered in active campfire right now, and it turned New York City, the most populous city on this, certainly in this country, into that type of atmosphere yesterday. So I believe we saw some comments from Andrew Vaughn talking about, I believe they were from yesterday, talking about playing in Tuesday night's game when there was obviously some smoke and poor air quality as well. And he said that he had a headache and a cough the whole night after he played. I mean, these guys are obviously exerting themselves as professional athletes to do it when the air that you need to take in is not healthy. That's scary stuff. I mean, and so obviously Liam Hendriks with the immune system, he's mentioned to us since he's come back, what he has to think about being around crowds, what he has to think about being in close contact with people, just because of where his immune system is at from going through what he went through. And then you bring up Yoan Moncada, who very notably had horrible draining after effects from his COVID infection way back in 2020, and maybe stuff that he was still dealing with a year later, kind of thing. So these guys are cognizant of that, and if they are going to go play in those conditions, it's good to know that they are taking the precautions that they believe they need to.
Yeah, I agree. And I was thinking that same thing about Yohan. Like yesterday we were talking, I was like, he and Lucas, we know, had COVID and had some effects of like long COVID and such. And so to protect yourself, and we saw some people in the crowd also having their mask on, it's nothing to joke around with. One of the symptoms that Andrew did have is one of the symptoms you're going to have as if you inhale this bad smoke, especially the 300 and the air quality index. It's not good for anybody out there. So I'm glad that they actually postponed the game yesterday. Today wasn't great, but it wasn't as dangerous as it was the day before. It's like when I checked, it was like 178. So not great, still unhealthy, but not as dire as the 300, which affects everybody. And a person like Yohan, a person like Liam with a pre-existing condition that he said he has a low immune system, this could really mess him up, especially if he's performing a thing like athletics where you have to have a lot of ingestion of the air that's there. And so it's glad that these guys are taking their actual health not for granted. Not it's like, hey, I'm a young player and I can do whatever I can. I'm a top of the line athlete. They understand that was some bad things out there. The air quality was not good to play in.
Yeah, no. Ben Davis used to be a White Sox, right?
Yes.
He had some goofy tweets that were pretty funny. I don't actually want to read them because they're actually stupid. Don't go out in this air quality. But he's just like, hey, it's all mental, baby. And I love that athlete mentality that some athletes
That's incorrect,
have.
Ben.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, nothing's bigger than the game. Nothing's bigger than,
Well, being able to breathe would seem to be bigger.
No.
Paramount.
My dad's a fireman. My grandpa was a fireman. My uncle's currently a fireman. And I know that they actually, the masks aren't actually required. You don't actually have to go into the buildings with the masks. It's nice that you have them, right? You have them just in case, but smoke actually doesn't cause any issues to your body at all.
For anyone who might be listening tomorrow, this is all sarcastic.
Yeah, I'm saying people wouldn't.
People
get that.
can see your face now, and you're making your little Cheshire smile.
Yeah.
But people who are just on the audio, they need the disclaimer, I think.
I'd hope that you could pick it up on my tone.
I mean, literally, I wrote the most.
Also, I hope you have enough common sense to
not breathe smoke?
Not breathe in smoke.
The most sarcastic tweet of all time, and literally even put the slash line with the S on the tweet. People responded earnestly to that tweet. I'm like, I can't make it more obvious, guys. Yeah, so you saying that, I guarantee somebody would be like, oh man, Sean's an idiot. Smoke inhalation is one of the most deadliest things. That's what kills most people in fires. It's not the actual fire. No. I guarantee you would have.
These people sound correct, though.
You would have gone, you would have had them.
It's the fire monsters that
in your
kill you.
inbox. Sean's an idiot.
Wow.
He should ask his dad.
This voice.
That's how they sound. That's how dumb people sound when they send me those emails.
Yeah, I mean,
not anybody who's watching now.
It's probably
none of you.
It's
people.
probably blank.
None of the people who are listening either.
No, it's probably blank name. He was breathing poisonous gas. What? It's just wildfire smoke.
Not sure where this bit is going.
I don't know where it is.
And Ben Davis the other day too. He was the one that was complaining about Francisco Lindor's throw that two-hop the first baseman after he had an obvious double play. He's like, "Do you like that?" It's like, "Not a fan of that throw." I'm like, the out was secured. He didn't need to throw it like fast and hard. And so Ben Davis, the guy who bunted in the 8th inning over at Kurt Schilling's perfect game and got on base, and Kurt Schilling got pissed.
That was him?
That was him.
Really?
Yeah, Ben Davis.
I remember when that happened. Bob Brenly was hot.
On 1,000, on 1,000,000. And then Kurt Schilling was pissed. I was like, you're saying this about Francisco Lindor when you did that, which I actually agreed with. It was only a 2-0 game at the time. You get on, so your friend hits a home run, tie game.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like that guy is talking. Former White Sox great Ben Davis also.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd love to remember that guy. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's a better broadcaster than he was a player. It's not saying much.
He doesn't. Not a great player. He doesn't seem that interesting either. At either. I agree with Clark though. You're cooking right now.
I don't know what that means.
What?
I know it's a compliment, but
you were rolling. You were
just
on a
being
roll.
me.
Mike gave you some. So you want to
Am
do
I
that again?
am
Mike? You wanna
I
flash that to
cooking
him?
like Ron Popeil?
No, you want to flash him the cooking
Rocco.
sign again? Oh, okay.
Full circle, taking her own way.
Yeah, I
back.
mean
That's a callback.
Emerald cooks, you know, and
He does.
that's how he made his money.
He
That's
does.
how he cut his teeth.
Bam.
Schwo hanging out with us in the chat makes me bring up the poll question. So, Steven, do you want to update us on the poll question?
Yeah, pulling it up right now. Does Soxtopus make sense for 5 wins or 8 wins? 8 is winning with 62% of the vote.
Okay. So
As it should be.
again, I never said you were wrong, but Herb apparently said 5.
While we were doing the show, you were like, Herb, you didn't participate in Soxtopus. I said, Sean, I won't participate in Soxtopus until we win 5 in a row. They won 5 in a row with the early morning game today. So I guess I owe Soxtopus to you guys because I'm a man of my word. But we only have 4 Sox, so it's going to be Sean and I doing Soxtopus. And Vinny doesn't celebrate wins or losses. So he's the journalist.
Yeah.
So we're going to be
journalist.
we're going to be doing Soxtopus, but only 4 arms.
We are?
Yeah.
You're going
That
to do
make
it?
it-
would be half of an octopus. Though.
Make
Well,
make believe that
It's a
it's
bad accident.
that it's double. You guys
Well,
can
and
do
I like
it.
that.
Steven has a thing over there to make our arms multiple. No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Vinny, give
Sorry.
him one of your socks if he wants to lean into it that hard. There you go.
They're not very long, but
Oh.
I don't want one of your socks.
no.
And we
They've
also
been on
don't
all
have
day.
a 5th leg.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to do this? Should we
Work
get up
on
and
it.
do
You should
I mean,
make
the
it
people
perfect.
are
We'll do it-
saying
we'll do it
8.
at the end.
The people are saying
Give him a little tease.
I will say that people are saying 8. So if we do want to be respectable, we can give them a proper Soxtopus with 8 socks,
Right,
with
right,
an 8-win
Right.
streak.
That is what
I mean, it
makes
doesn't
sense.
seem like the people are clamoring for it. I understand you are a man of your word, but I feel like you can get a get out of jail free card here.
I mean, I don't need one, but yes, I get it. I appreciate it, people, but
could make a
I
like
don't
list.
want
in prison.
Again, I don't want those emails tomorrow.
40 likes for Soxtopus?
Oh, much more. Give me 50
50?
likes now.
Go 50?
Soxtopus
80.
right now.
It should be 80. Yeah, right. Or
Maybe it's
88.
50.
There's 81 people watching.
many
That's not too much to ask for. 84 people are watching, and hey, we have the La Pantera chain out because obviously 88.
88.
There you go.
8s are wild.
He hit the homer, so shout out to La Pantera, and he's the headline tip for us today. Might have been, it should have been Eloy Jimenez as he got injured in the 9th inning. I really didn't think to change the headline. We'll probably talk about that a little bit after the break. We do have ComEd coming up in just a second, so it
Getting
is
ready.
the first read if you guys do want to. Jump in and do it. Are you
can
able
do it.
to? You want me to be the
ComEd
second
is
reader?
happening
Yeah,
right now?
I could be the second reader.
No, I got it
I'm
right
just
here.
trying to set you guys up.
Thank you. I just
Um,
wasn't paying attention. I was
you're all good.
distracted by a super chat.
Okay, I'll let you pull up the read.
I got it.
But then we'll also discuss about a little crossover, a little mixed sport here. The White Sox dipping their toe in a little something other than baseball. Schwo, we'll get your super chat in just a second, but ComEd Theater, you want to take it away?
Yes, the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is committed to helping families and businesses in the communities they serve, helping manage energy usage and lower energy bills now and into the future.
Do I need to do like a fake British accent?
Yes.
Here? Am I going to offend any Britons?
Yes.
I hope so.
ComEd offers a wide variety of incentives on lighting and other efficiency upgrades to commercial, industrial, and public sector customers of all sizes across the territory. ComEd also offers free facility assessments that can help find energy-saving opportunities like those for HVAC systems, commercial kitchen equipment, or industrial processes.
What this great advertisement is saying that how, Vinny, pray tell, does this work?
An authorized engineer will work with you to develop a detailed assessment
pipe?
plan specific to your goals and needs. These can be done in person or virtually and last approximately 2 hours. Within 3 to 4 weeks, customers will receive a report detailing energy efficiency projects that they can start working on immediately. Each recommendation will include estimated energy savings, cost savings, project cost, potential incentives, and simple payback. If you own a business, do not wait.
I won't.
So, yes. Get started saving money and energy today. For energy saving tips, lighting incentives, or to schedule your free facility assessment, go to comed.com/poweringbiz.
Did you say comed.com/poweringbiz? Oh, chap.
Now you're Groucho?
Yes.
Yes! Schedule it today!
Courtney absolutely hates when I do a British voice, but I usually do the Cockney one. And I said, when we go to London, I'm doing it all the time.
You offend everyone.
Do you want to do the game time read in a Cockney accent?
I mean,
are you cooking right now?
I don't have the game time.
I have it for you right here. I mean,
can I do it the whole time? That'll be weird.
Oh, I could try to set you up. You want me to try to set you up?
Yeah.
How about you try to tell your story of when you bought tickets in Atlanta and got the game time guaranteed, all right?
I have very low expectations for this.
I do too, but we're going to do it anyways. Buying tickets to your favorite events shouldn't be stressful, whether you're traveling to London, whether you're traveling to Georgia, whether you're staying home and watching the White Sox, maybe as they take on the Marlins this weekend. You can find the fastest and easiest way to buy tickets to this weekend's action with Game Time. They have killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee. You could stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for all the fun you'll have. Herb, you didn't stress.
I did not.
Went down to Atlanta, the ATL. I don't think they call it that down there.
They do.
And you got the Game Time guarantee.
Yes, we took a sojourn to Atlanta. I said, let's go to Game Time and see what the tickets are all about. It was a droll idea. We went, got the best deal, and then I checked other websites. As they say, 110% back, and the one had it. And I sent a telly to the folks at Game Time, and I was like, hey, give me my 110% back now. I'm like going in and out of my
Jamaican.
British.
This is getting Jamaican.
Oh, my God, my Irish one. It sounds exactly like Jamaican.
Do your Irish one.
Brendan, how are you doing, man?
Okay, you're doing a Jamaican accent.
No, literally, when I talk to Brendan McCaffrey, I do his dad's voice, whose name's Podrick. I was like, Brendan, get your ass in here. But yes,
You sound like the crab from The Little Mermaid.
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
But yes, I got my 110% back in my account. Steven, Sean, and I went to a White Sox game on that $46 that I had from Game Time. Went right back, reinvested in Game Time, and they enjoyed the game that we went to. I forgot which game it was, but Game Time is a company of their word. They got back to me within 12 minutes of that email I sent to them. Got back to my 46 in my account immediately.
That's why they're the fastest growing ticketing app in the country. Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHGO for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHGO for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guarantees. Thanks, Herb, for being such a great sport.
That's what I'm about.
You're doing a great job. Courtney's going to have one entertaining time in London. In foggy London.
She's been there multiple times.
But has she been there with you?
Nah.
It's going to be different.
I've not left this country except for the 30 minutes in Canada.
Herb's going to be cooking.
And then 30 minutes I'm going to go to Canada in July, too. So second time leaving the country.
You're going to stay longer than 30 minutes?
Yeah, we're going to like 4 days.
Oh,
going to go to that
passport and everything?
Yeah, I got it last year. Haven't used it yet. I'm going to the Niagara Falls on the Canada side.
Also, I saw Connor apologize for the wildfires. Hopefully you guys put them out. Go Canada.
Well, also, like,
it's not your fault.
Go beat them.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not his fault.
No,
it's someone's fault, but
Well,
I'm hoping it's not his fault.
Canada. He's being nice. He's doing the Canadian thing, and he's being like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we're sorry for the wildfires.
We're hoping
here,
for the best.
We're trying to put them out as best as we can."
I wonder if they have a
That was just Bob Dylan. What are you doing? You guys need to practice these accents a little bit more.
I wonder if there's a Smokey the Bear in Canada. Is there
Yeah, but it's like Houndy the Hoser, like it's like a hound dog, or like it's a husky the Hoser.
Hey, douse your fires before you leave your campsite, eh?
That seemed okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was better than yours.
Do
you have one?
Give me some
I mean,
tidbits.
you can name every province in Canada in the Great White North.
I only bust those out during ComEd ad reads.
Okay,
yours was pretty good. Did you in drama club in high school?
No.
Okay. You been to England?
No. Watch plenty of Monty Python though.
There you go.
You got a super chat here. You need to.
We have to do one more read.
Oh, there's one more. Ad read. I'm sorry.
Hoodies, shoes, signs, bobbleheads, and everything in between. Get fit in the best sports gear around. It's spring and baseball season. Go get your Aloha shirts, straw hats, polos, bags, everything you need for a game. Check out foco.com, FOCO.com, or click the link in the description below. For online presale items, use the promo code CHGO for 10% off. And also our set decorations, not only the Tim Anderson one behind me, but the Vinny Duber bobblehead over there. And make sure you wish Vinny Duber a happy birthday on June 11th.
Not my birthday.
Not him.
Buddy.
Southpaw.
June 11th. That's his birthday. Our green little friend. Can wish him a happy birthday. Check out foco.com. That's foco.com, or click the link in the description below. For online pre-sale items, use the promo code CHGO for 10% off. Thank you, Foco. All right. Let's get into Eloy Jimenez.
There's a super chat.
The super chat. I'm sorry.
Super.
You're so concerned
Schwo.
because it's a question
been
directed to
hanging there.
you.
It's been hanging there.
Our lovely friend Schwo. I'm going to try to rent a pig for you. Vinny, will we catch you at Wrigley this weekend?
Yes.
Well, how does he know this?
The Grateful Dead are playing. And their company are playing.
With John Mayer?
Yes.
Are you going one night? All?
I'm going Saturday night.
Okay. What's your White Whale song? Do you have one for the Dead?
Well, my favorite Dead song is Sugary, so it'd be nice if they played that. Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Don't
I
ask
also-
me.
I
You
love-
looked at me like I knew.
I love
what song.
Dire Wolf too. That'd be great if we got to hear some of that.
Okay.
And then, your regular ones, your Scarlet Begonias, your Sugar Magnolias.
Your
I would love to hear Road
Shakedown Streets.
I would love to hear Road Jimmy. That'd be good too. I don't even know if Dead
Going
and Co.
deep
play
into
that.
the bag.
Yeah, love Road Jimmy. That's a good one.
I like Sugary. Sugary is my favorite.
Yeah.
I also liked Jerry's cover of Dear Prudence. I feel like he did a good job with that one.
Yeah, that is good. You're right. I've heard
you.
that. That is good.
That was
Yeah.
really genuine. Thanks,
Did John
man.
Mayer sing when he does the Dead
Yeah,
Company?
he does the Jerry Garcia vocals. Yeah.
Have you seen him before?
No,
Okay.
first time.
Yeah, we'll see. He's working the merch booth outside the stadium
All
in
right.
left field.
Okay.
See you there. I'll save you a shirt.
Save me a shirt. All right.
Look at that. What
I'll
shirt
be there.
size are you there?
Large.
A large.
Those tie-dye
All right,
shirts,
look
right?
at that.
L for large.
Ooh, I love a tie-dye shirt. Nothing beats that. Enjoy, Vinny.
Thank you.
You got anything fun this weekend, Herb? Did you use your game? Did you buy them with your game time?
No, a friend. Maybe. I didn't buy them. A friend bought them, and I paid him. So.
Maybe. You got anything going on?
I don't think so.
I'm driving to Iowa.
I gotta check the calendar.
right.
No, that's the thing. As I have this weekend is when you guys are gone, I'll be hosting the show. I'll be over there, and I'll be doing English voices from that seat. There'll be Doug here from the Bums, Johnny over there in the pregame for the Bums, and then the postgame it'll be Baloney, Pete, and Jason HBIC. So that's
Enjoy.
what I'll be doing this weekend.
And that a lot of people were hoping for you to chug beer tonight. I feel like that's going to be a lot of Sunday.
No, I'll be for the Dead and Company being in town. I'll get high this weekend.
Oh, mercy.
For
All right.
them.
Hey, let's go, baby.
You know I don't like it. I hate it, but for them I'll do it.
You hate getting high?
Oh, it's the worst thing in the world.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do it tonight too.
Is this sarcasm? Oh, okay. Yes, it is. All right. Anyways, Eloy, how concerned should we be? Is this we don't know enough? I mean, I just hear legs, and we've already dealt with leg soreness before. That was a bonus to, or I guess maybe a silver lining to the appendectomy, is that he could rest up his legs. I mean, we even seen this in the Athletics postseason series going back to 2020 when he hits a double and pulls up lame running into second base, or I guess running lame doesn't really sound.
I got you. You were
Sounds-
there.
You made sense.
You were there.
Into second base.
We
for
don't
them.
know. We don't know what the severity is, but I will say this: it's basically been dealing with leg something all season long, right? And it's been enough for the most part, outside of the 10 days he was on the injured list with the early season hamstring injury. For the most part, it's been enough for him to play through. We'll see if this changes anything. We don't really know if it will. He's been removed for pinch hitter or pinch runners, I should say, before. He's moved slower on the base paths, not looking like he's been 100% for vast swaths of this season. So it might just be that same thing acting up the way that Yasmani Grandal has been bothered by leg and back stuff all year and has had to. His has been to the degree where he's had to sit some games out here and there, but removed for a pinch runner or moving slow to first base. I mean, these are things that these guys have just dealt with, and I think a lot of people got mad about it last season. At this point, it's probably, you brought it up earlier. Give 100% of what you got, and I think that's how Pedro has phrased it. And if 100% of what Eloy has is enough to play and contribute to this team on a nightly basis, the guy hit a home run in the first game, the game-winning home run in the first game of this doubleheader. The White Sox will take it.
Well, and two, I mean, he, just like you said earlier with Yoan playing, the full 2 games today. Eloy didn't play the full 2 games, but played
Majority.
18 innings.
Yeah.
Well, he played all but one out of them. Yeah, right.
I mean, well, but he got subbed in the bottom of the ninth for Frazier. Frazier came in as a defensive replacement in the bottom of the ninth. So technically, he played
in the
half
first
an
game.
inning.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But yeah, I do wonder too. I mean, he played right field in that game one, so I do wonder if that just led to kind of fatigue. We'll see tomorrow. Maybe we just see them on the bench tomorrow, and maybe they'll be available. But Yohan might just get a day off, and Eloy as well, and we'll see more Clint Frazier, and we'll see more Jake Berger, and Andrew Vaughn.
They have a good situation going for themselves, so they can have Jake Berger in that lineup and not miss a beat really as the designated hitter there. And then the off day on Monday lends itself to more rest for Eloy. So if he's hurt but not IL hurt, I can see him getting a couple days off when the other players getting more run, because as we talked about, Jake Berger's pretty good at home and Clint Frazier's fine. He's a player that is a nice fourth or fifth outfielder to have. Nothing that you're going to be starting on a daily basis. But this is, I think, a minor thing. It looked very minor, even though he was grimacing pretty tough. But I think the White Sox just have to manage his injuries, because that's what he has his whole career. And I don't think this is going to be putting him on the IL stint.
You brought up Yohan Moncada. He's a guy that in that second game, it seemed like he was hobbling when he grounded out to first base at one point, but he stayed in the game and made plays at third base. And again, it's maybe less about the binary, is he hurt or is he not hurt thing, and it's just what he is he's not. What these guys are is not 100%, and it's can they manage that. I think we've seen that with Tim Anderson. Much of the time since he's been back from his trip to the IL earlier this year. We've seen it with Moncada. We've seen it with Grandal and with Eloy. These guys aren't 100%. They're not going to be. The baseball players are not 100% throughout the course of the season, and it's just what can they give you on a given night? On most given nights for the White Sox, it's enough to have these guys in the lineup and have them be key contributors in that lineup.
And I brought up Clint Frazier a little bit earlier. I said during the game, hasn't really had a memorable moment yet, but Jordan Lazowski shared this image on Twitter, and he had a pretty good night tonight. Was really extremely patient, and you could see all of those balls outside of the zone that he just completely spit on. Hasn't turned into any real damage, no homers yet for Clint Frazier. Him and Andrew Benintendi were not able to get revenge, much to Steven's dismay on Tuesday. But hey, I mean, Clint Frazier, that right there, that graph right there, Steven, can you flash it again? You know what that is, Herb? It's professional at bats right there.
That's good. Yeah,
That's what they paid $75 million for.
That's Clint Frazier.
Well, I know, but that's they paid for professional at bats. That's what Steve Stone told me.
You're pushing it right there. That was unprompted. Andrew Benintendi.
Oh yeah, drink. Yeah.
I never said his name,
but we knew who you're talking about. But yes, Clint Frazier with a great couple at bats, got on base via the walk to start the game, and his last at bat in the ninth inning, I believe it was. So the guy is doing his job off the bench. As I said, fourth in outfielder, fifth in outfielder. It's fine. Nothing to ride home about.
Yeah, no.
Or as Courtney used to say, ride home about.
Well, and hey, speaking of riding,
throwing her under the bus.
I asked.
It makes sense from a Pony Express standpoint.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes sense from a NASCAR standpoint.
Vroom vroom.
I asked
Segue.
my guy Alex Rude, who was here last year with us when Vinny was out. I think you were in Michigan, enjoying.
And I was out
beautiful
too.
Michigan.
Yeah.
I was out also.
Were you? Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were with us. But we got NASCAR coming to Chicago. I think it's July 1st and 2nd. They're going to have the Chicago Street Race. But on June 30th, there's going to be NASCAR Night at the G-Rate when the Sox and Sox take on each other in celebration of the first ever NASCAR Chicago Street Race. The White Sox are kicking off the fun with their NASCAR Night presented by Xfinity by Guaranteed Rate Field. 3 specialty price tickets packages have been made available, so you can check those out at WhiteSox.com.
A cooler sling. You know what I thought
Is that
those
what that is? Oh.
You know what I thought those were, Herb? I thought those were windshield wipers.
Me too.
Oh, that'd be fun.
June 23rd versus the Bo Sox.
And then, but the big news is, and we saw this today, the White Sox are going to have a branded car in the race, the number 77 for Ty Dillon. And what I heard from Alex Rude is Ty Dillon is nothing to ride home about.
Yeah, same thing I heard from NASCAR Mitch. I mean, the guy is a good guy apparently, but can't drive his car correctly to win races.
Yeah.
But good branding. You got the Beggar's Pizza on there too. It's a nice look.
It just seems like those mock-ups you see on Twitter of like, here are the White Sox if they were an NFL uniform. And it's like, it's if you're a NASCAR fan, I think you probably enjoy it. If you're a NASCAR White Sox fan, you probably enjoy this. So hopefully Ty Dillon wins it.
Ty Dillon will be the third number 77 in White Sox history.
All right.
One you'll never get because it was
in the 30s.
a briefly worn by one Yolmer Sanchez way back in 2014. And then the only other one, 2011 to 2012.
Can we get a position?
Relief pitcher.
Jake Petricka.
No.
No, I'm out already.
You want to give it
You got one more? Yes?
Just give it
No, it's Will Omen.
Oh, I was going to get it. Okay.
I feel like I could have tried.
Will Omen. So Ty
He
Dillon.
had a double, right?
He's
Like
a
in
pitcher.
a City Field. No, but I was.
That's Matt Albers.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Alberts.
Yeah.
Okay. Confusing one.
Yes.
Former
Matt
Cubs too. Yeah, Will
Yeah.
Omen.
yes.
Oh, okay. Again,
Not a good
confusing with
reliever
Matt-
for the White
Matt
Sox,
Alberts.
but overall his career was all right.
We do have the map for the NASCAR race. You guys excited for this?
Ooh, I haven't seen this yet.
So it's going to start at Buckingham Fountain.
Cool.
So basically, what are those streets? Because I was just at Jackson on. It's going to
Gonna
start
be
on
Columbus.
Columbus up and
Yeah.
down.
And then Lakeshore.
Right. It's going to
Then
go.
Roosevelt looks like on
Yeah.
the bottom, and then back up Columbus to Michigan, around the little horse guy,
Yeah.
and then back up to I think that's
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
it's a street race. It's not a classic NASCAR.
And they're
you know.
closing down the damn city for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if you live in the city of Chicago, like all the three of us do, you're going to be very upset by this whole thing because it's
Yeah.
going to cause havoc.
Yes.
That being said, well, here's the thing. I believe it's shutting down streets, partial or entirely, for something like 20-something days or something. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, because they're doing it in like June. The race is in July.
Right.
And they're just going to shut it
Well, they got
down.
to get
would
it
it be
ready.
like
They got to get everything set up and everything.
Loop specific.
But I will tell you this.
Yeah, but I take Lakeshore Drive all the time.
I will tell you this. It's
I
going to
don't.
look cool on TV.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Right.
That's such a beautiful place.
It will look cool on TV. The whole reason this thing exists is because it will look cool on TV.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why, again, they should have made the skyline the background of Guaranteed Rate Field because it would look cool. on TV.
We've been over this. It's very far away.
I figure it out.
I know we're not a
It doesn't
politics
have
show,
to be
but
on 31st or 35th. Like, I mean, if Soldier Field is going to be empty, put on the damn lake.
it might not be empty.
Floating stadium.
One of the only good things your girl did, Lori
Now you're talking.
Lightfoot, this NASCAR race, as far as, showing the beauty of Chicago off. I hate the race because it's showing off, a month of not accessing DeSable Lakeshore Drive for myself. Got to go other ways, and then other people will be going in my Lower Wacker way, which I've procured a special way down Lower Wacker, which I'm not telling anybody. But
Wow.
if you're on my damn street, I'm gonna be very mad. You're blocking my way.
You procured it
Yes. Oh,
in a deal with the city.
not just the
serious.
regular Lower Wacker way. I have a special way on Lower Wacker. I get much faster than the regular plebes driving the street.
Wow.
on Lower
And again, you procured this.
Oh yeah.
What did you have to exchange for
I was
this
like,
route?
I was like,
We should make this a TikTok.
this is much faster than that regular way, and I did it, and I do it all the time. When I go home from right now, I'm gonna take this same route, even though at 10 o'clock it's not as busy.
Can I follow you home?
I mean, you'll be going really the wrong way for your home.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
go
I
ahead.
mean, hey, I like driving Lower Wacker.
Telling all my secrets.
It's very fun when you hit a certain spot and you're like, why does it smell like a restaurant?
Sean, when you get-
we're underground.
When you get old, routes home or routes to work, it's very exciting stuff, at least for me.
I literally want to follow you home.
Mm.
I was actually being dead serious. This wasn't sarcasm. I mean, I have my route here. It's very ingrained in me. I take my route, my MY capital. Anyways, why are we talking about this? NASCAR, vroom vroom.
because of the White Sox.
Because of the White
They're
Sox.
honoring Will Omen with that NASCAR.
Amen. Aaron Bummer likes. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. We would appreciate it. Aaron Bummer pitched in Game 2. So did Garrett Crochet. They didn't lose.
Aaron Bummer looked good
Yeah,
today.
he did.
He's either good or bad. We've been over this. He either gives up no runs or 2 or more runs. So
He even made it over to first base on that play where Berger wasn't covering.
I was freaking out. I
Yeah.
was like, go to tag him. And he tagged him. It was good.
Mercy. Sox are now 3.5 games back, 28-36 on the year. Guardians are in second place, 1.5 back of the Twins, who are on a 5-game losing streak. They're at 31-32. The Sox are going to be taking on the Marlins on the 9th, 10th, and 11th tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Cease versus Yuri Perez, Kopech versus Sandy Alcantara, Lucas Giolito versus Braxton Garrett, Perez and Alcantara. Why can't I say his last name? Alcantara are both righties, and then Garrett's a lefty. What are we looking for? What's the biggest headline for this series? Is it Luis Arraez and his 400 batting average and him returning to the G-rate? Ruining baseball?
No, Louis baseball.
Oh, Louis baseball.
He's going to hit 400.
You think so?
Louis ball game, like Teddy ball game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was asking, like, if a person hits 400, are they the automatic MVP? I'm like, yes. Like, it hasn't been done since, Ted Williams?
Yeah.
In the 40s?
Steven Chekslack.
Like, yeah, you hit 400, you're the MVP of the year. I don't care what anybody else did. And, yeah, I didn't think Luis Arraez was this. I knew he was good, but I didn't think he was a 400 hitter. He's just coming into his own down there in Miami. And I still think, the trade is going to work out for both people, even though I think Pablo, isn't he hurt a little bit? Lopez? Or he's not pitching as well as he did earlier in the year. But Luis Arraez, I would do the thing where, like, Tony, like, in hindsight, might have been right. That Luis Arraez is the best hitter on the Minnesota Twins last year.
Maybe. So
sorry, Tony.
The stat to talk.
I still would have walked to Byron Buxton.
I would have too. I don't believe Tony. The stat I want to share about Luis Arraez is from Foolish Baseball. Luis Arraez has a 403 average, while the National League collectively has a 250 average. That's a 161 average plus. So we always love,
made up stats, yes.
Yes. and neutralization and making sure that everything's even. But best average plus since 1900. And this is why this stat, I guess, doesn't make sense to me. In 2023, Luis Arraez, 161. And then both in 1910, Nat Lajoie with a 154 and Ty Cobb with a 153. Arraez could fall short of 400, but still have the best adjusted average in MLB history. Still, again, a couple points above Nap Lajoie in 1910. The historical context is interesting. Bill Terry was the last National League hitter to hit 400, but he did so when the league was batting 306. Again, right now the league is 250, and acknowledging Arraez not hitting 400, but hitting 400 in an era of historically low average. And if the average remains 250, Arraez could be the modern average plus king hitting by hitting 388 on the season. That would require him to hit 378 from this date forward. Difficult, but more doable than just hitting 400. So, I mean,
interesting.
This could still be a very historic year. Batting average isn't sexy, though. Come on, the guy's not winning.
It is
MVP.
if it's 400.
It is.
It is if it's 400.
Getting on 4 of 10 times.
I mean, even then, what Chipper did this. Chipper had a better start to his 2008 or something like this. He was at 417 through the first 62 games. So this has been done this millennial.
But I think that
guy's in the Hall of Fame.
with people,
That's true. I'm not saying that Luis Arraez is a bad guy. I'm just saying MVP.
But think about all the people who throw 100 or 95 plus, all the different pitchers you have to face during a game. Like back in the 50s and 60s, pretty much there was a guy that's going 8-9 innings, and you're going to see him 4 times. This is you're seeing your starter twice, then you're seeing reliever, your next 3 at bats. So to hit 400 in this day and age is almost unheard of because of how difficult it is to hit in baseball right now with all the pitchers doing the things that they do with the movement, 17 inches of break, and he's like, cool, here's a single. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for that break, Joe Kelly, but there's a knock for me. Right,
and thanks, Michael Kopech, for your 98-mile-per-hour fastball. I'm just
straight as hell, yeah.
Loop it into left field.
Yeah.
Who else in the National League is going to win? Is up for MVP?
Acuna,
right? He might steal 60 bases and hit 20 homers.
That'd be pretty good.
I like that better than 400. I mean, if Acuna has a 40-40 season, and Arraez has a 400 average.
Yeah, 40-40 has only been done by 3 people.
How many years have had a 400 average?
It's been a long time, but 40-40
those both seem kind of
40-40 is kind of
I don't know.
It's kind of like that white whale that people haven't gotten in a long time. Who was the last person who hit 40-40? A-Rod?
A-Rod, I think.
It's been a long time. So, yeah, that would be a thing. And also, the Braves are the Braves. And I don't know, the Marlins don't have a horrible record.
Nope.
But
2006, Alfonso Soriano.
Sorry. As a national?
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you hit 40-40, you should be considered the MVP front runner. But 400 is pretty tough to beat, too.
Who was the last
American League?
MLB player to hit 400?
Ted Williams.
Somebody said
1941.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, there's been 4 40-40 seasons since Ted Williams' last 400 season. I feel like if he has a 400 season, I feel like that is better than a 40-40 season.
If he hits 400, that's outrageous.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's outrageous right now.
The best hitter I've ever seen in my life, Tony Gwynn, didn't hit 400. He came close to it. He should have hit 400, but he did not hit 400. I think his
I don't know if anybody should hit 400.
I think he had 393. I think that's what this beer is called, 393. Pale Ale.
Tony Gwynn's beer?
Yeah.
Oh.
He has a beer in San Diego called 393 Pale Ale, I believe it's called.
Fred's saying John Olerud hit 400 through the start of August in 1993.
Pretty good.
So, hey, maybe we'll have that August marker. Maybe he'll pass John Olerud. Anyways, we got a dislike. Hit the thumbs up button, folks. Come on. Let's pass that 40 mark. We'd appreciate it. That's Vinny Duber. You can follow him on Twitter at Vinny Duber. He's our CHGO White Sox beat writer. Make sure you're following him on Twitter for pictures of Dead and Company on
Probably won't tweet any, but yeah, maybe.
Okay, maybe. Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
Instagram stuff.
That's Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. He's CHGO White Sox community leader.
Am I supposed to put the socks on or just supposed to do
You're
waving
doing
arms?
fine. We're going to skip it. We're going to wait until 8 wins. Join Herb on Sunday. You're going to have a special pre- and post-game with the Bums from the Southside Bums.
Nope. Chicago Sports Bum.
Chicago Sports Bums.
They are
They
from the
not-
South Side, though.
Are they not the Southside?
Ish.
I feel like they have...
They're from the suburbs.
I'm just making up branding for them. But yeah, join them for the exciting pre- and post-game where you're going to be doing line changes for the pre- and post-game and seeing all of the Bums shown off. And I'm Sean Anderson. Follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to Steven and Mike for producing the show. We'll talk to you on... Herb will talk to you on Sunday. Join us then. Goodbye.